Welcome back to the StarLadder minor qualifiers here for OCE. We're into map 2 between Avant and Ground Zero. If you're just joining us, you missed nothing. I'm not going to lie. 16-1 was the first map of Overpass. Like, how else do you talk about it like that? It was just a bloodbath. And Avant had control the whole way through. Nuke is our second map. It was picked by Ground Zero. They'll start on CT side thanks to winning the knife round. But Avant have had such a dominating performance to kick things off. Wouldn't be surprising to me if they just charged straight into the T side and won this whole half. 2-for-1 trade to kick things off on the pistol. CDs get to the retake of the bomb site. The bomb will go down. Rock and Harry get two quick frags back of the headshots quickly. And now suddenly it's all left to Hazer. Last man standing here for Avant. Back to the bomb site. Headshot will be allowed. And it will be a defeat coming through for Ground Zero, but for a moment it did look pretty shaky. In the end, they hold their own and get the first for the Ground Zero side. Thank God. They need the pistol. They need something good to go their way. And a pause will be called out already for these two sides. Technical pause, apparently. Because of the lack of timer, unless they've used the wrong command. I can assume technical. Since I don't see any tactical advantage you can gain off the back of the pistol round. Small disconnection issue for one of the players from Ground Zero, so once we get back into that, we can go straight into the second round. Looks like Avant have already committed to the buy-up here. Of course, 4 spies have been coming out of plenty for OCE squads today. Avant certainly sticking with the trend, certainly sticking with the chance. AK Krieg already brought down by Moku and Sterling. Hazer following up with another AK. It should also be an investment from Soju and the Sniper. I said that actually they have already invested. Just dropping some extra upgraded pistols. So I think Sniper may have dropped that AK out to somebody else who can afford Kevlar. So smart play, good move from Avant. It will mean, of course, that they is pretty exposed with completely Kevlarless players on pistols, but Kevlar players with rifles, certainly I would take that above that. Avant coming into this one with a game plan. Ground Zero is trying to get their 5th back in the server for the moment. Internet issues or otherwise, I'm not really sure what the problem itself was for Ground Zero, but either way you can see. Take a moment to just stop for a moment. And Ground Zero have, I mean, they got a perfect opportunity to try and break that momentum as well against Avant here with this pause up. Of course, in theory, there's also an argument to be made that they actually kind of need to keep the momentum going because they got decimated so easily on Overpass that if they allow Avant to get going of their own right, then things are going to get very, very ugly. It's all for a spot here in the upper bracket finals of the OCE qualifiers. For a spot at the minor here. One of these two teams will be taking on Greyhound or Genuine, depending on who wins that semi-final matchup coming up a little bit later on in today's stream. Again, it will be after this matchup is over. We find out who really is the best of the best from OCE. Now, Ground Zero deciding on their own buys here. The AUG on Burnrock. Not sure if they had enough money to afford the AWP just yet. I doubt it with the second round coming in. Trying to do the maths, yeah, no, it doesn't seem likely. I don't think it's even possible unless you get like a knife kill or something in the pistol round. There should just be Creeds coming through, a couple of SMGs as well. Most likely they'll have SMGs back out, but will they be able to read on the fact that Avant have gone in for the 4 spy? Mac 10s can totally take one-shot headshots against 3 individuals of the Avant side, so that wouldn't be a bad investment if Ground Zero wanted to go for it. And here he is. Yeah, definitely not enough for an AWP. Don't know why I thought that would even be possible. Look, it's early, okay? We've been going for the past 7 hours. But yes, investment decided upon. As we go in full buy, force buy from both sides. AK's taking on M4s and AUGs. Only one SMG for Ground Zero, interestingly enough. They've gone straight rifles. I'm kind of surprised they didn't try to build onto this. Scout shot in against Sterling. Second face takes him down, and face on to get these 3 kills. Ground Zero side just dismantling the rifles pretty easily. Scout from us and AUG, now AK getting swapped out. Realising that it was a force buy. They'll be careful of the last 2 players, but they haven't got a whole lot left of their own tank. Kevlarless players with only upgraded pistols. Creek picked up by Sniper. Turns on to try and take down Burner Rock, but Murray's ready for the turnaround. We're able to get that kill as well. A little bit BM. Just random measure. 2-0 eco round coming through from Avant. Don't get the confident start that they had on map 1-1, which is, it may have been able to be fine depending on your perspective on things. CZ's in on 3, couple P250s out for Avant. That's about it. 1 flashbang for Sniper, and that's the entire utility and Kevlar setup. CT, this should be easy enough. Oh, well, one player running around the corner. Murray can get caught off. No, just backing out of the way. Drops that bomb as well, which is a pretty crucial pickup. Looking out for Sniper, 1 P250 shot. Second world kill coming in as well. And they isolate the one towards the main area. This can actually work out well for the T-side players. CT's getting pressured in. Panic room not ready for the mount towards Heaven. Turns on towards both those kills though, onto the triple, and not quite going to make it happen. A P250 turns into 1v1, and now a chance to avoid. Turns out with the M4. And a lot of damage being done by Avant there with just an eco round. 4 players going down. And a heavy buyback from the CT side. Avant playing early into the lobby position. AWP from Zemp. Out towards that silo boost where Sniper initially was. Opening up the skylight. Clock, nice open door, and Burner Rock will take out Moku to kick things off for Ground Zero. Inside players face up and over into secret. They will look. As AUG spray through, but they do not get the frags. Avant slowly make their way down to the B-bomb site, and Burner Rock's ready with the AUG in his hands. Sniper sprays on him. Hazer and Soju do combine to take a 2-for-1 trade, but it's a 2-for-1 trade favour to Ground Zero, so they've got to work a little bit harder to get this round locked down. Nice Molotov in, will force a player back, and a smoke also will keep him at bay. Nades in against his position, will try and do a bit of damage. Spray will be manic, but it will keep him at 45, so opening chances here for Avant, but can they get much more than that done? Flashbang will try and keep the CTs in vent area. Flashbang in, meanwhile the teaser comes up and Soju gets himself a pick, but not quite the second. If Maria gone down, that'll certainly be a decent pickup. A second face will see these rotated away. Meanwhile his teammate goes down and Sterling trades back, leaving it all to Moe. 1 versus 2, and the teaser managed to do this pretty well. Avant Still to clutch this round, 1v1. Defuse on Moe, no smoke, no flashes, no utility of any kind, and Sterling knows exactly where their bomb's been planted. Tap once, sticking the whole thing. Shoulder bait, and a headshot will be landed by Sterling. First on the board for Avant. And nice recovery from 4-on-3. Again, great utility usage, great aggression, and trade game working as well towards the backstab over at the secret position. So it's 3-1 on the board for ground zero. Avant may have a force bite to contest with. Indeed they do. AWP dropped for Zep. Mag 7 in for Moe, and Deagle's out for the other three players. The Kevlar and helmet's being brought up, and Avant with the damage they did on the eco. Keeping ground zero's economy extremely limited here. Orbs in AKs, Galils and UMPs and everything. Take on the smokes. AWP around the corner will kick things off of the CTs one more time. His sniper is dead. Molotovs and flashes over. Soju and Hazer with Sterling backing up with the AWP will look on towards the outside control, trying to catch that one player off a garage, but ground zero not going to take that second face. Awkward flashbang as well for Moku. They're making a lot of mistakes to this utility here, Avant. Ground zero doing a lot of that on their T side. Oh, look at the positioning. He planned to tag, not a kill. The AWP. Only thing they had to work with for the CT side. Now going to go falling Avant. 4-on-4 situation, but tag damage done to Hazer could leave a lot of problems. Got Heaven control bomb. Back of Soju. AWP pass to Hazer. Moku makes his way up into the A bomb site control. Can't quite see anybody just yet. We'll make a little bit of noise and try and pull some rotations away to draw some attention towards the A bomb site. As Avant are going towards B. The Eagles up into ramp room. They've already got panic ready for the face against Moku, but meanwhile they drop down for the Venter area. Ground zero facing up, the Eagles up, Mag 7 over. Buckshot straight to Sterling, chucks him down. AWP from Hazer able to respond back, but the Mag 7 picked back up again, and Void will get that shot, leaving it all left to Soju. 1 versus 1. AK versus AWP for the CT side. The AK triple kill up for Soju. The Eagle in, 1 bullet, all Void has to land. Same thing can be said for the AK, but he's got to land a headshot. He's not going to get it. Not connected this time. 4 on the board for ground zero. The CT side looks good. The buy was questionable, but it worked. The timeout going to get called for Avant as well. They haven't had the best of starts in this map. Now they know how it feels to be down in the early part. AEG coming in and getting forced up from both sides. A very important round. And XM1014 will kick things off with a shotgun kill. Hazer returns back and will be able to get into the B bomb site. Taps on taps, and the bomb plant will be allowed. No contention from the CT side, and I don't think he's even supported here, Hazer. They definitely know it's going to be the B site. No wait about this. No questions in regards to that much. Control over for the T side. They've got lower presence over on the B halls. Hazer around that corner, catches Moe down, looks in for the second, but it's traded back by Void. Meanwhile, towards the outside, one lurker's going to get catching off another. Spider-Rat rotates out the position and tries to get into the retake angles. Soju and Sniper, what can they do? Well, Sniper not much, Soju not much apparently as well. 2 quick kills found, the defuse will come through. Smoke onto the bomb site. And Ground Zero will get away with a fifth. A pretty confident fifth as well. Looking much better compared to map 1. Avant back down to the pistols here on the half by round. Flash in, straight rush coming out. Sterling will get one quick pick, but it's returned easily by the CT forces. And I say that, and Soju will still be able to get a little bit of damage done. Looking for the third player. If he could get this third frag for his side, then that certainly would be a lot of damage being done by Avant. That could be round successful called officially. Bomb dropped on A. Very little chance he can get a bomb out of this. Slowly creeping around towards that old hell position. Go towards main apparently, or heaven. Nope. Oh, he spotted him. Is he going to go for the knife? No, just burst on through, take the AUG out of his hands, not spot the second man to the right-hand side. And facing towards him. Final frag, 3 kills for Void. And 6-1 on the board for Ground Zero. Fallback comes back in for Avant in this round. Here they go. AKs, AWPs versus AWPs, M4s and 1 AUG. Straight quick play coming through once again out towards Squeaky. It's Sterling shoulder baited out by Moe. Avant plays towards outside, only 2 players to defend it directly. A third in main can rotate up and peek back out, but other than that, Secret and the AWP, well, they really have, and the AWP will look on towards Red Box, hoping that someone makes their way out to the left-hand side. Meanwhile, Void moves forward, catches 1 player, bomb dropped to second kill as well. And Avant now just letting the CTs manhandle them. No one watching, no one keeping an eye on any CT aggression. It's such a common thing to do on Nuke as well that you wouldn't have a player dedicated to just keeping your eye on that. Trades 1 coming through, Sterling only gets 1 quick frag, but that's as far as it goes. 7-1 on the board for Ground Zero. Three AKs recovered by Ground Zero, looking like a really, really good setup for them here on the CT side. The CTs, once again, passive control towards outside. Pop flash in will allow things to come through with a sniper, but Soju trades back on the kill coming in initially for the CT side. Spray through from Moku. Seeing 1 player out towards the ramp room will not be able to take him down. Avant. Ooh, big up whiff. Doesn't matter. USP still lands the headshot. For a moment there, it looked pretty scary though. Soju almost took out the AWP. Secondary kill turned around here by Zemp. Now Hazer and Moku, last 2 players remaining for the Avant CT? Excuse me, Avant T side. Got a long way to go here, 55 seconds, flashbang in for Moku, and Hayes are going to face up with him. On to the ramp area, taking out 1 player. Extremely low HP for Moku, might be able to have a chance here for Ground Zero, but again, Avant have control of the bomb site. Molotov's in. Bomb should get planted, facing for double doors, and Moku will learn to deal with the consequences. 17 points of health, doing damage to the second player. Can't get that frag though, can't turn it to 1 versus 1. It will fake towards double doors though, and that is where the Yorp is waiting. Triple kill for Zemp. An 8th on the board for Ground Zero, looking extremely confident again of the CTs. Another timeout going to get called in by Avant. Because very similar to the first map, they have not been able to find an answer to Ground Zero. The half buy for Avant here. Deagles up, CZ's on 2, PT50 for Sniper. Of course, regular scope set up for Ground Zero as they try and find a way into the CT line. Avant struggling so far. They're taking their second tactical pause of this series. Will it be enough to try and figure out a way in? We'll get random control early on. One playing over the vent dive, and Panic's going to deal with him. A lot of HP done towards this man though, and the Tita were trying to overwhelm him, and the CZ will be successful for the quick trade frag 4 versus 4. AUG will get recovered. The bomb should make its way to the bomb site and get planted. Moe round the corner ready for a Sniper. Sniper is dead and buried. And bomb plant 4 versus 3 retake coming through. Ground Zero will lose 2 of their players though. Traded back from Void, turns it to a 2 versus 2, and bomb's now spotted on the site. We'll close out T-Con. Smoke on towards double doors, and well, we'll try and pop out the fate from the first one. Second one towards decontamination, spotted sprayed, but Sterling still wins out the fight, and it's all left to Moe. On to the site itself. Once again looking to close decontamination, tap the bomb stick the whole 5 seconds potentially. To control him, we'll hear one player flashing his way out, spray comes through, and now sticks the whole thing, he's got no more time. Sterling shoulder baiting, just taking a little bit of damage, and now Moe will go falling into the hands of the T-side player. 2 kills for Sterling. Will go up in smoke, but a second on the board for Avant at long last. Taking a very long time as Ground Zero, as soon as they got their first round, just ran away with everything. 1 conceded in that time. Second one now coming through for Avant. Can they capitalize on it? Can they turn it around? Good adjustment there from Zep. Dealing with Sniper. Good shot straight through the smoke and predicting the response based off his own little jump. Opening kill found by the CT side once again. Smokes go down and Moe will be ready here for the CT hold into the ramp room. Meanwhile, smokes are ready for Moku for Avant. Gonna open up the squeaky door and make Avant into the A bomb site hit. There come Molotov's out. Haven't checked drill though. 2 players fall into the hands of the spray. Triple kill for Burner. And Void finished off the job with the last ban. All 5 alive for Ground Zero as they continue to dominate here on CT side. Complete role reversal as well from the last map. And Avant back down to another half by just a vicious cycle of success and failure and success and failure. CT is going to get pushed in, very aggressive, rush out towards Ramram with the crossfire as good as Moe gets himself 3, on for the 4, on for the 8, not quite this time, but the USP of Panic will finish off the job. Double digits established by Ground Zero. AK's back in. AWP rebought down by Sterling, but again, Avant, they need to get around, else this will be a no contest. It will be Ground Zero taking us to a 3rd map as a result of this victory here on Nuke. Smokes up, Sniper out towards the outside position, not challenging with any AWPs. challenging against the AWPs and the CTs, but for now, just control. Sterling eventually gets himself up on the side of the boost, takes out the opening frag as Zemp goes falling. Burner Rock ready to try and trade it back, but he's watching Secret. AWP lands that second frag. Sniper will get taken back, remember, on the CT side on the Interbomb site. Void ready for a next player out of this hot position. Two more can stack up from Avant in towards the ramp room. Good wide face from Hazer. And Panic will get a dink off, but will not be able to get the kill. 2 HP left on Hazer. Bomb gets passed back and forth from the CT to rotate the scramble positions. 2 on 4. Advantage of Avant. Ground 0. Both players held back in a very, very tight position right here as Mummy does deal with Sterling. Take him back for at least 1 frag. What can they do though? Bursts in from the AUG again. Molotov's up, looking like they're going to commit here from the retake side of things. Moku gets Murray down though, and now looks in for the final player of the CT side. 3k clutch to try and find for the likes of Void, and it's just not going to happen. He's going to go back up through the vents, save his rifle. Concede 3 to Avant. They're still in the lead here, ground 0, so not a worse situation in the world for them, but terrorists win. The rebuys come back in from both sides. Avant need this victory to try and shut down ground 0 to give them a decent shot at this matchup. Need to limit that economy state. Obviously, it's only round 14, so I only get the maximum 2 rounds out of a good, successful round like this. About straight up into the B bomb site. Burner Rock takes the first. Hazer with a quick trade back. The 4 versus 4 and smoke to the site. The bomb to cross and get planted. No CT wants to contest this, no CT wants to deny. Sniper's ready for rotations in via the vents, and worry about this as Moe, he peeks up, headshot taken. Sniper continues to face up again. Panic and almost catches him off guard. Doing damage, will be forced to fall back away from the vents area. Drops in, AUG will get him. Soju with a trade, and Hazer with a secondary frag as well, leaving it all left to Zemph. Last man left here for ground 0, and it looks like he's going to have to save this one. Indeed he will. Back to CT spawn. Back to the drawing board as Avant do get their 4th. Good quick scope though. And again, a very important round to win right there and then. Economy will be crippled here for ground 0 in the last round of the half. Four buys in for ground 0 and Avant come out once again. AWPs on both sides. Sterling leading his one into lobby position. Boost out towards Squeaky. Will not be able to get the kill as a result. It will be opening frag from Moku as he deals with Void to kick things off. Mummy rounds the corner though, continuing to face up for the CT side line. Sniper moving towards the outside. We'll try and look in towards main. If he gets this kill as well, Mummy may be forced to rotate back out of the hot position, but he isolated the spray down before a strike can happen. 5 on 3. Sniper is dealt with by Burrook. Expecting more players to be here from Avant, and he'll counter utility is appropriate and not check the main area, just keeps an eye on Squeaky and Hart. Backed up by Panic though. He'll get a deagle shot back on the next player, so 3 versus 3 once again. Soju extremely low HP. I think it'll be enough to dig him down. So here come the flashes, the teams will make their way out. A blind spray from Burner Rock. Deals with Sterling, and the bomb can get the plant down on the side. Taps on taps from Moku, gets it back to 2 versus 2. Weapon disadvantage here for the CT side, but Panic should be able to go at this M4. And try to see if we can equalise the score here. Spraying from Burner Rock will deal with the backup of Moku. Now it's all left to Hazer down in the B bomb site, rotating back up through Secret as well. And this could be the duel that ends off the half. Panic ready, placing, spraying, and takes the kill for Panic from 11-4 on the board. Favor to Ground Zero, a complete role reversal compared to what we saw in map number 1, where it was all Avant. But now the CT side picks up for the boys in the lead. Here they are. Still a map up. Still looking for this 2-0. P250 in for Burner Rock. Flash and smoke ready for Ground Zero. Not going to play as fast as Avant did on their pistol. A bit more slow methodical style. But Hazer will spot out the first player onto a silo. P250 shot. Raid Boss in and straight out with a headshot. Now the T-side make their way in and out to the ramp room. Will catch off Mogu. 5-on-3. Soju turns it around for one quick trade on the CT third. The plant will go down here. Panic. An observation. Ready for sniper. Takes him. Takes Soju. Nice line up of the 2K. 3 kills overall for him. With 2 coming in for Burn. And 12 on the board for Ground Zero. They take the pistol on the T side. Not a good look for Avant either when they are down by a margin of 8 by this stage. 5-7 the Eagles in. A couple of more sport weapons in terms of rifles and SMGs. One a scout, one MP9. Moku looks in with the Deagle, tries to tag up, take down the first player. We're going to get tag damage alongside the damage done to Panic as well. Deagle up, Moku will take Burn. Here with the second man, Mac 10 at the helm. 2 for 1 trade, make it 2 for 2. Swatch that, 3 for 1. Scout out for Sterling, ready for the face thing as the next player towards outside. Doesn't even need that headshot, but he'll land it anyway. And now Panic is the last man standing. So confident pistol turned back around by Avant on the force buy. And should be able to find rifles to spare. Yeah, 1 AK, 1 Galil. Timeout this time for Ground Zero. The first time they've convincingly lost a round to the Avant side so far in this map. They're going to take the chance to try and shut down the comeback before it even comes in from their opponents. And again, very important map for Ground Zero to win because they are a map down in the series. Avant win Nuke. They take the series 2-0, our third 2-0 of the day today. Teams force up here for Ground Zero. Deagles in for 1. P250's in for 3 and a Tech 9 also to spare. Quick hit coming out, completely blinded off. Burn's going to go down through the vent, dive damaged up with the initial dink, down 11 HP. Deagles will rotate, trying to then cut him off. Meanwhile, the bomb's going to make his way in via the ramp room. $60 seconds left. Burst in from Moku, starts things off for Avant. Burn down over in control room. Moe also tagged up. He's in against him, won't be able to take him down just yet. Sterling still got the outside control with that scout. Well, Mac 10 on Panic, passing out that bomb back over to his teammate in Void, and we'll try and take first face out to the ramp room. There's only one player to defend it, backed up by another. He will be able to take Moe down, but Moku there with a quick trade, and hearing the footsteps of the player also to back him up. Burst in from the Mac 10, trying to get some money farmed up here, and we'll face it against, well, the one Deagle that will take him down. AUG deals with the last player, and now starts for 3 HP on Void. Up close and personal against the CT side, and Avant will be able to mop them up. Now within half of the ground zero scoreline here, 12-6. The comeback after this one isn't quite as difficult as you may have initially expected for Avant. Especially with the eco coming in, SMGs coming out for the CT forces. Should be seeing Sniper farm up some decent cash. Teams go fast out into the outside position. Sterling tapping on through at AUG. First headshot found, not quite the second. Hayes will be there for Moe as Sniper deals with one man on the back lines. Here on the backs up towards Squeaky. 2 versus 5. Now Zep taking back to 1 versus 5. Burn last man standing. Bomb spotted out by the CT players. Sniper knows it. Moku just there to peek in, get the spray, kill off Burn, keep all 5 players alive for Avant. Full reinvestment comes in. AK's up for 5 players on the T side. 1 AK in play for Hazer. 2 AUGs, Galil, and an MP9. Avant technically on a worse buy, but they have had a lot of these weapons in the last few rounds, so they're getting as much value out of it as possible. I would say the risk to upgrade, or the risk in terms of not upgrading, will probably be a bit worse. Considering that Ground Zero edge themselves closer and closer to map point if Avant do not take the next few rounds. They will start things off on the strong. Sterling with the opening kill, traded back towards Secret. Now the T side have B site access. One player will rotate here towards the contamination stairs and get ready to face in. So with the AK spot sprays and takes out Zep. Meanwhile, Sniper traded back over in lobby position, getting a bit overly aggressive for his own right. We stand at evens once again. Gun barrel spotted. And Void will take Hazer, but Moku with a quick trade back leaves the CTs still standing at evens for the moment for Avant. Bomb pushes in and flashbangs in for Moku. Keeping that at bay for as long as possible. Meanwhile, teammate and Soju up in heaven, ready for the Molotov to go right down to try and stop this bomb plot. Actually lands perfectly onto Burn's area. Both players are going to come in from the heaven position as well for the CT side. Flashbangs in. Burn trying to isolate a kill, trying to force a peek. Trying to get someone from Avant to give up the frag. And here they go, dropping down into the bomb site. A lot of damage sustained by Soju, but Moku takes out the first and the second. Nice and easy there. The defuse will come through Avant. Very well played retake. As triple kill was found by Moku. AUG picked up by Soju, interestingly enough. We're not even going to go for the AK-47. Once again, full scope setup coming in from Avant. Ground Zero heavy investing into the next one. They know that they can get this out with a bomb plant. Can they force the issue against the Avant side is the question. It has been early starts so far. The CTs imagine they get those opening kills. A lot of damage sustained in the last couple of rounds means that some players will be low on money, but overall they can afford to drop weapons and go for a full buy in round 22. Avant starting to catch up here to the T side. 60 seconds remain. The T's push up. Great timing from Burnt to take down Sniper, and we follow up as well with a kill from Zep to Moku. 5 versus 3 situation. T side in full control. Avant have one player back over on these double doors. Sprays in. Suppressed, and the bomb plant should go down. Hayes is not going to challenge for this. Decontamination. His teammate goes falling. He does trade back onto Moe. Or we're getting recovered for Hayes, and might just fall back off the back of this, and indeed he will. Teammate already in secret. And Ground Zero going to score 13. Avant getting overwhelmed by the T-side force execution. Better to hold on to these weapons, have a bit more something to get into the next round, because you're going to need as much money as you can get. A couple of players still can't buy up right now. Having Soju save one rifle. Certainly a lot of drop potential for Avant. Well, they take the pause, they're going to go straight into the round. Seems like they're going to go straight in. AUG's in. AWP obviously for Sterling. Pretty decent money line because of the force buy. This can still work for Avant. The question is, will it work? AK's back in the Ground Zero on 4. AUG picked up by Moe. The T side starts off with ramp room challenge, and Avant go towards outside as they always have done. Ground Zero not playing too aggressive to this. They will have one player on silo. AEG ready to take face and take out somebody from the CT line, but again, not overly aggressive here from Ground Zero. Smokes gets out towards outside. They want to go towards secret again. Ground Zero done this a couple of decent times so far. Molotov's in, will flush out this position. Actually, Counter-Smoke comes back, so it does deny that Molotov. A bit of a wasted utility there as a result. Moku, the AUG, ready and waiting against 4 players making their way in. Spray for the first man, takes a bit of damage and falls right back. Counter Flash will call in for backup as Void Molotov's off the hell position, and they try and make their way in. Sniper meanwhile towards outside, trying to catch off Moe, trying to catch off some sort of vision in towards the mid and outside face. Sniper gets that kill. Moku falls, but Hayes is still here towards decontamination. Turns a 4 versus 2 to the favor of the CT side as Ground Zero continue facing upwards. Bomb being dropped. Second frag found by Hayes. 3 kills overall for him. And a great sequence on those last 2 players to close it out for Avant, and a very, very important round found by them. Continuing to grind up against the Ground Zero lead. 4 rounds now, separating Avant in the favourites position and Ground Zero in the front foot position. Rebuys will come through for the T's. Orp in for 1. AK's out. Deagle also in for Panic, but the scope set up from Avant will be able to contend with that, and then some. Nade's going to do a little bit of early damage, but AUG spray from Hazer could do a lot more. He does not get vision. He does not get a chance to see a T-side player up there. And it grabs that bomb, pushes it in again to join the majority of the T-side force in the lobby position. It's not going to commitment just yet. Moku keeps his watch over the ramp room as Soju keeping his watch over towards the hut area. AWP facing around the corner, finding us the opening kill alongside a secondary kill with the AK-47. Hazer chimes right back for the CTs. Sterling catches one more on towards the garage position. 3 versus 3. And Avant still hold the line here. Orb trades come back, but Sterling responds of his own right. 2 kills to his name. Molotov will force him away from heaven. And Moku going to rotate in via the vents area. 2v2 retake. Starting now with a, not Krieg, an AUG, close enough to a Krieg, I guess you could say, but flashbangs in Trying to force the issue from Panic or Void, and Panic will face up Spray through, not take him down. Bursting from Moku will give it the position, and both of the CT players know where they're at. Spray combines Moku, 1 versus 1 now here against Void, and he gets himself to the bomb site. Smokes up, taps it, defuse kit in hand. He's got to get the kill relatively quickly though, gets it on Void. Will he have enough time for this? It will be extremely close. I think he's just about got it. Indeed he has. Moku clutches it. Sterling sacrifices Noble, and it will be enough to get Avant over the line here. 13-10. And the CTs continue their push-up, continue their advancement on the ground zero lead. T-side players naded out to start things off. Moe down at 80 points of health, not taking it straight to the face, but having a little bit close on that one. Orpin for Sniper, backed up over to Grill. CT's converging over on their defensive sides. T-side players still looking out for a way into the bomb site. Defaults mostly set up towards the lobby and ramp room areas. One player back at secret. As flashes come in, and Sterling peeks out with the orb, still gets the pick. Looking back in for a little bit more. The T-side should suppress. He should just fall back from here. He will be flashbanged out of position. Almost taken out. Meanwhile, Hazer with a response back over the decontamination, dropping that bomb to the 5 versus 3. And Moku comes in the 5 versus 2. Backstabbing over to the secret area, and only Void and Panic last players remaining. As Hazer peeks out, second kill to his name. 2 kills in for Panic. Bomb will get picked up here on the catwalk, looking for the bomb plant down. Open for decontamination. No idea there's a man around this corner. And Sniper will play carefully, just wait for the peek to come to him. Wait for the over-aggression, wait for the complacency, and get the kill as a result. 11 on the board for Avant. And they are looking really good right now here on CT side. Apparently it was all about the CT side for Avant. But it might be a slightly better T-side initiative that actually wins them the match. We expect CT sides to go well. But Avant scoring 4 rounds in their initial half. Ground Zero only scoring 2 so far. AK's up for the Ground Zero side once again against the AUGs, the AWP. Avant within 2 of the Ground Zero lead, about to make it 1. Moe goes falling for the opening kill. Trey's got to come in from the T side. It will be a spray back from Void to get the first player, spot the second man as well. Hazer going to try and get back behind cover. Nades in against him, that might do a lot of damage. Oh, indeed it does. Eventually turns on, but a spray through. 4 versus 3 now, make it 2 as Soju catches off another kill in the hut position. And Burn and Panic now in a bit of a panic right now. CTs have Moku. Look at his face. You're going to hear the footsteps coming in towards Hell. That means rotations should come through, and Sterling should just back off. Peek out for Moku. Meanwhile, catches off the first. Looking for Panic around the corner for the second. He doubles up for the double kill. And the deco back from Ground Zero. Max loss bonus still kicking around for the T side. They've been force buying round after round to try and get something done here against Avant. His face just ain't cutting it. Sterling with 2 frags on for the triple. Can't quite get down the likes of Zemp. Hazer will spot, finish off the job his teammates started. Outside control, fully locked down by Avant. Sterling continuing Do so much damage for the Avant side. Void last man. Deagle out. Clean sweep round there for Avant as they have complete control. Another timeout going to get called by Ground Zero. How are you going to change it up, boys? How are you going to fix this? Now's the time to present your answers. The odds certainly favouring Avant at this stage. Ground Zero. Heavy invested in this next round, but it might be their last one before they can, before they have to concede to overtime. It's out of control. Into the secret push. Burst fire coming in from the AUG of Soju. Sterling watching out the ramp room. Only contention towards secret is this one man back at Gary's. The other players down towards the lower. Excuse me, lower bomb site. .60 seconds remain. The CTs hold at bay. Avant. A lot of map control to the T-side line. Mo is still here on top of the vents. Top of the hut, excuse me. Utility down, Molotov's in. And now, it's for his chance to strike. One player will get back out towards that vent corner. Meanwhile, Burn makes his way in. Spot Sterling, can't take the offer down. Second face will do a little bit of damage, but return back the leg shot. And the CTs know what's up. Line up spray for Sniper as he takes two down. AWP next thing to strike. Meanwhile, the team's making their way towards Secret. Zep takes out Hazer. 2-for-1 trade. Bomb still to make its way to the bomb site. 15 seconds and Aaron going to play for retake here. As Panic watches out the rotations, ready to cut off anybody when it makes their way down. Catches off Sniper, sprays it to 3 versus 3. Bomb plant going to be coming through as trades come back. No, they denied it. It's all down to the AWP. He gets taken out. He does get a no-scope, does get a way out. The kill on the way out. Wow, I can't speak. $350 for him, though, as he dies after time. And Avant do deny for Ground Zero, just when everything was going well for the T-side line. Another tactical. They're going to go for a force buy here, despite the economical disadvantage they've been left at for the AWP. Avant. Full scope set up once again towards outside. Sterling. Oh, shot connects to the first man. Rotations will be called as it's just that first shot, the sacrificial lamb, the Glock, the eco player for Ground Zero. Rest of the AKs moving in towards Secret as they make good on the ground gained by their teammate sacrifice. Avant going to rotate one player out to the ramp room. Sterling ready to make his way down in, but Moku's going to take the brunt of the defensive here on the bomb site. Ready to lock down double doors and decontamination. Ready for the doors to open up of their own right. He's got very little support other than this. His control room will be broken up. He's going to be ready. Molotov's coming in. How much can Moku do? What can he get done before he's traded back? He's spotted. He drops that bomb initially. Turns on for the second kill, doing damage onto 2 more players, and they are going to fall to pieces. Moe trades back, but now it's all left to Void. Last man standing, and Moku only got 1 kill, but it was more than enough. 15-13. Avant 1 round away from victory here in the map and the series against Ground Zero. And a force buy from Ground Zero to try and keep control. Sterling faces towards outside to get that opening pick, maybe in through Squeaky. Not this time. Nade up against the likes of Burn. Or Moe, more like. Into the bomb site they will go as Burn makes his way up towards the main, spots out Hayes and takes him down to kick things off back in for the second man. AUG spray connects on the 3 versus 3. Rotations coming in, the Heaven player in Sniper trying to hold his own, burst on through, takes out Void, looks for the next man up to face up here, Spray doubles up, it's all left to Moe, 1 versus 3, and the Orpa Sterling will finish the job, 16-13, 2-0, Avant will be able to take their opponent's map pick and take a 2-0 in this series after what looks